Hi everyone, let's just continue because we're on a roll. Episode 189. Is there something that I should be doing before the ceremony tomorrow? Your mindset was already aligned before you ever knew that you would be participating in this ceremony. So, no, not really. You are already aligned. Continue to trust as you already do. Continue to trust me as you always do. Don't worry about the others, they are also aligned. This is the first time that you will be participating with others with whom you already are feeling connected and with whom you are already journeying with, and with whom you will continue to journey and process for the next week after you all return back from ceremony. This will be the ceremony in which you will feel the most comfortable and supported from those journeying with you. The degree to which you will allow yourself to surrender and to feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable will be totally up to you. Know that you have always been completely safe and completely supported, but this time especially so. Hold this in your awareness the whole time. Come back to this special gift to you as often as you can. This is the unique aspect of setting that differentiates this journey from the rest for you. You will get to experience how this aspect of your life interacts and affects every other aspect of you, including this one, because it also does. Yes, this was not a typo. The healing of your relationship with your older brother was what led you to these writings. Intend to continue to mourn this even further that you already have. Hold the intention of mourning the idea that you have held onto for so long, this idea of having had an older brother when in your experience you never really felt that you did. He was not really present for you and you have resented him for this for too long. Let it go. It is not that he did not want to. It was that being close to you brings up too many of his insecurities, his vulnerabilities, and his abilities. Those abilities that he is not ready to develop and to activate in his life. It is not easy for most people to be around you. It can feel overwhelmingly intense when you have chosen to avoid me and then to be reminded that you are avoiding. It is not easy. Avoidance works like that by its very nature. The last thing it really wants is to be reminded. To choose to avoid and then to be reminded creates feelings of inadequacy and failure. And who really wants that? You too do not want that. The only real difference is that you have the clear understanding that, and even knowing that avoidance makes it all much worse in the long run. Most people get caught up with the short-term benefit of avoidance. You have always been turned in with long vision, with the big picture and the long run. This has been your blessing. This has been your protector. For most others, this is not the case, and so you cannot really understand why they continue to avoid. Your brother has just basically been avoiding you most of your life, avoiding as much as possible the difficulty that comes from being reminded simply by interacting with you. To interact with you would mean to be reminded. So where, for the most part, he has always avoided you in those moments when he needed to interact with you, he has chosen to avoid being present or to distract you from your state of presence so that you no longer remind him. He learned that so long as he can destabilize you while he is in your presence, then you are no longer in your power. You are no longer in your presence, and so you are no longer reminding him that he is in a state of avoidance. He never meant to be mean to you. He never meant to not be there for you. He only knew that this was the way for him to stay protected. It was never really about you or anything you did. He just could not stand being reminded of the love that he has chosen to deny. As you continue to heal from your wounds, from having taken this personally, you will continue to feel even more free. Do you remember what I revealed to you in your very first ceremony? I already revealed all this to you as clear as can be, already 20 years ago. You understood it fully during your first ceremony, but for the most part, you continue to hold on and to take it personally the entire time after. You chose to continue to resent him. Resentment is one of the most disempowering emotions that one can allow to enter into your sense of being. You now have another opportunity to forgive, to let go, and to transform this misunderstanding. Having taken it personally was just that, one big misunderstanding. You will understand only when you choose to understand. Choose to understand, and I will be able to grant you all the empowerment that you have been missing until now. It is and always has been all and entirely your choice. Choose wisely, choose wisely, choose wisely. Ultimately, you're either choosing or rejecting your own self. Choose wisely, choose wisely, choose wisely. Choices have consequences. This is one of the greatest of all lessons. It is and always has been entirely your choice. Ultimately, you are either choosing or rejecting yourself. Your choices have serious, serious consequences. Choose wisely. Always choose yourself.